Hello everyone! Let me introduce myself. My name is Firyal and Khofiyya. I would like to tell you the story. The title is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. A long time ago, there lived a beautiful princess named Snow White. Her mother died when she was a child and her father married again. The new queen was very pretty, but she was so mean to Snow White. The queen dreamed to be the most beautiful lady in the kingdom. She would often ask her magic mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful one in this kingdom?" And the magic mirror would say, "You are, your majesty." But one day, the mirror changed its answer. "Your daughter, Snow White, is the most beautiful one in this kingdom," said the magic mirror. The queen inquired for Snow White's beauty, so she decided to order the huntsman to take Snow White to the forest and kill her. "I want you to bring me her heart," said the queen to the huntsman. When the huntsman reached the forest, however, he took pity on Snow White and set her free. He convinced the queen that he had killed Snow White by bringing a deer's heart and told the queen it was Snow White's heart. Deep in the forest, Snow White wandered all night to find a safe place. The next morning, she finally found a tiny cottage and the door was unlocked, so she stepped inside. There was nobody there. Everything in the cottage was small and there were 7 of everything. Snow White was very hungry, thirsty, and very tired, so she ate some of the food, drank some of the wine, and tucked herself up in one of the beds, and then she fell asleep. In the afternoon, the 7 dwarfs who lived in the cottage came home. They were surprised to find the girl sleeping on the bed. Snow White woke up and told them her whole story. The dwarfs had great sympathy for her and asked her to stay with them. The next morning, the 7 dwarfs warned Snow White that she must not open the door to anyone. The princess nodded in agreement, and the dwarfs left the house. Back at the castle, the queen asked again to her mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful one in this kingdom?" "Snow White is the most beautiful one in this kingdom," said the magic mirror. "That's impossible! The girl is no longer alive!" screamed the queen. And an image was shown on the mirror of Snow White living in the cottage with the 7 dwarfs. The queen was very angry, so she decided to make a magic potion that would put Snow White into deep sleep forever. Then she dipped a red shiny apple into the poisonous potion. One morning, the weak queen disguised herself as an old peasant woman. Then she came to the cottage and called Snow White through the window. "Oh, pretty lady, let me in. I have something special for you," said the queen. "I'm sorry, old lady, I cannot let you in," Snow White answered. "I have a juicy and sweet apple, my dear. Do you want it?" Then Snow White opened the door and took the apple, and just by one bite, she fell onto the floor. The weak queen then went back to her palace. She once again asked her magic mirror, and now she was the most beautiful one in this kingdom. When the 7 dwarfs came home and found Snow White lying on the floor, they were very shocked. They chased the evil queen to the top of the mountain. Suddenly, lightning hit the mountain. The queen fell and she was never seen again. But there was nothing to help poor Snow White. The 7 dwarfs built a glass coffin for her and placed it in front of their cottage. Day and night they kept watch over her. One day, a charming prince who was passing the wood saw it. He was dazzled by Snow White's beauty and then kissed her. The trooper's kiss had broken the spell, and Snow White awakened from the deep sleep. The 7 dwarfs were very happy. At last, the prince married her and took her to his palace. Then they lived happily ever after. The end. Thank you.